I remember the moment my boots touched Martian soil. I'd trained for it my entire life. But nothing prepared me for the silence. On Earth, silence still has life beneath it. Here, it's hollow, endless, like the planet is waiting for you to fail. I told myself I was ready. I wasn't. I felt it immediately. This wasn't a frontier. It was a warning. I took my first steps carefully. Mars doesn't forgive sudden movements. Low gravity tricks you makes you feel lighter than your instincts expect. But the dust clings, seeps into every seam, every crack in your gear, every crack in your skin. And as I walked to the outpost for the first time, I felt something else. The uncomfortable realization that nothing here wants you alive. We arrived as 6. Only I walked out of the medical hold. The others never woke from stasis. System malfunction, they said. Sudden power loss. No warning, no chance. I spent the first 2 souls just staring at their capsules, replaying every diagnostic in my head. But the truth is simple. Mars didn't even need a storm to take them. It just needed us to make one mistake. Routine became my anchor. Check the oxygen recyclers. Clean the dust traps. Log soil samples. Patch whatever the last storm punished during the night. In a place like this, you don't follow routine to be productive, you follow it so you don't break. Every task reminds you that survival is just maintenance, with consequences. On Sol 39, I heard a sound no Martian colonist ever wants to hear: hissing. At first, I thought it was just the recycler cycling. But then I felt the shift in air. A leak, somewhere in Sector B on Mars. A leak isn't an inconvenience. It's a countdown. I grabbed my patch kit and prayed it wasn't worse than it sounded. I found the leak: a hairline fracture along a pressure seam. I sealed it. Tested it, logged it. But by Sol 40, the crack had expanded. The patch bowed outward like a blister. Mars doesn't stop applying pressure just because you ask it to.
This can't be happening!
That's when I realized the outpost itself was beginning to fail. When the main seal failed, I had only one option: reinforce the exterior hatch. That meant going outside. In the middle of a rising dust storm, every instinct told me to wait. But on Mars, waiting can kill you just as quickly as stepping out. I sealed my suit, cycled the airlock, and walked into the wind like I was walking into the mouth of a beast. The outer shell of the habitat looked worse than I expected: abrasions, micro tears, dust erosion everywhere. Years of storms had worn it down until it resembled dry bone. I knelt beside the damaged seam, trying not to think about the 5 silent pods inside. I wasn't just fixing metal, I was buying myself another soul. I was securing the final clamp when the ground trembled beneath me. Just a subtle shift like the planet exhaling. Marsquakes aren't dramatic like Earth's, but they're sharp, fast, and unforgiving to weak structures. The seams split again. Wider. My patch tore with it. I felt the air pressure inside the suit shift, and I knew the outpost was losing integrity fast. Low gravity made every step awkward and floating, like sprinting through syrup. Behind me, the structural supports buckled. I could almost hear the outpost exhaling its last breath. The only chance I had was the emergency rover. If the storm hadn't buried it already. When I found the rover, it was half buried, its wheels sunk. Its panels coated so thickly it looked like a fossil. I dug with my hands until the dust scraped my suit's fingertips down to the fabric. I didn't care, I just needed power, mobility, hope. I triggered the ignition. Nothing. For a moment, the storm drowned out every last bit of courage I had left. I rerouted power manually, bypassing safeties I didn't have time to respect. My hands shook as I connected the final line. Then a spark, a good one. The rover lights pulsed weakly, like a dying heartbeat deciding it wasn't done yet. I climbed in, sealed the hatch, and felt for the first time in weeks like I wasn't completely alone. As the rover pushed through the storm, I looked back, though I couldn't see anything through the dust. The outpost, the crew, the mission, all swallowed by the planet. But I was still alive, and on Mars. That alone is a victory. There's a relay station 22 kilometers east. If its systems survive the storms, I can send a distress signal. If not, then this rover becomes my tomb. And Mars gets what it wanted from the start. People dream of Mars. They imagine adventure, discovery, a new beginning, but they never imagine the cost. Not the silence, not the cold, not the emptiness that gets inside your head. If anyone ever hears this, remember my voice. Remember that surviving here isn't living. I came to Mars searching for purpose. I found the truth instead. I should have never come.